Cosmic Explorers, and welcome to your Friday night tune-up. I'm your co-creator Hillis Pugh, along with
Rebecca Gregory here. Welcome. Friday night. What is it? Let's see. We got a full moon going on. We
the
got
Cinco de Mayo,
on. We got Cinco de Mayo. We got a portal. We got asteroids or meteor shower and
Mercury in retrograde.
a Mercury Pluto retrograde and your surprise. I was going to show you the new baby. This is the new baby I picked up. This is Willow. So where'd she go?
Yes,
So I just wanted to introduce you. So this was a surprise. She is from the same parents as Cosmo, and so yeah, I just picked this little one up last week. So that was a surprise, and so I wanted to introduce her to everyone. So I hope everyone's doing well tonight. And yeah, so I'm going to put her down real quick. Hillis, what are you doing?
I'm setting myself a reminder. That's
Oh,
what I'm
oh no,
doing.
what happened?
I can see you.
I know what, like everything's gone. So you could just talk while I figure out what.
Rebecca made herself disappear on her
I'm very
computer.
good. I'm practicing my invisibility skills because you really got to get good at that. I'm going to put her down, so I'll be right back.
So it's interesting, as we move into these beautiful energies. And before I get into tonight, just want to say hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight. Welcome to a brand new day, a brand new week, a brand new everything. Because that's what's really happening. And what's fascinating in all of this is that in recent weeks, it's really been showing up in different ways in how the universe is moving. And one of the things that came up that was triggering me personally is how, we tend to celebrate the downfall of other people, or we tend to celebrate when someone else is not uh, doing well. And then we celebrate that because, they're not in alignment with who we are. They're not in alignment with our views. They're not in alignment with that energy. And so we celebrate that. And I thought to myself, why is it that we are celebrating someone else's downfall or someone else's mishappenings or celebrating people that celebrating the downfall of people that we don't like or not in alignment with all that energy? I'm like, that's a lot of wasted energy. You know,
Exactly. Can you give an example of what you're talking about before, so people might not quite understand what you're talking about?
so the example that was triggering me personally, I don't watch a lot of news. I've been off social media, for the past few weeks, but I would see this story pop in every now and again. And so when Don Lemon got fired from CNN, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then a few days later, Tucker Carlson got fired from Fox. I'm like, oh, even more interesting. What's happening? And I'm seeing all these posts that say "Good riddance, goodbye to Don Lemon," and say "Thank heavens you're gone" to Tucker Carlson. I'm like, all these people, and it's just this polarizing energy that people are celebrating. The downfall of other people. The and I know there's a lot more to that, but on the energetic level,
Hmm.
it doesn't feel good to me to see you. It's like why it's just like saying that to me. It's like, oh, Hillis, I'm so glad your show got canceled. I didn't like your show from the beginning. You had nothing. So it's almost like the same thing, you know. But you had an interesting take on this when we were talking earlier.
Oh, what was it? Oh, so my take on it, and make sure I'm on the right think about this. Is it's almost like celebrating that person from our own personal pain that we hold inside. So it's like, did I get that right? Is that what I
Yeah,
said?
yeah,
Okay, yeah. So it's like when we celebrate these things that happen, it's almost like it's those parts of us that we don't want to face. So it almost like, oh, that happened to them. Then I don't have to look at myself and what's going on inside of me.
yeah,
And in celebration, it's kind of just a way of bringing out an energy of release that you might have inside of yourself that you can't come to grasp um, of experiencing or accepting in the moment of where you are and where you are on your journey and your path.
Yeah, and I like that because we are in this evolutionary space. We're in this space of transformation as humans. And dare I say it, it's so 3D to celebrate when someone who is not in alignment with you or your beliefs to be that's the only downfall. It's just not how we're supposed to think in the level of humanity.
Let's look at the grand scale of this. If you
Yeah,
look at humanity right now and everything and what is happening in humanity right now, what's downfalling and all this letting go and shedding of stuff, and this whole like rebirth and emergence coming, what are we shedding mostly is, all the is humanity coming together. What it was from the separation to the unity, to the oneness of coming together. And as we go through that shift and that's change, it's like starting to look as everybody as equals
yeah,
in the aspects of not judging for them for who they are, what they think, what they believe, and where they are at. So that just kind of whole makes that things, that celebration, bring it together. Now, what was I tell you the other day that came to me, and I called you and I said,
oh my God, I
what did I
can't
say? Quote
remember.
of the day. Oh my God, it was like, oh, everything that's separation in your world has to go, or something around that.
Yes, but I like that a lot better.
Yeah. So it's like right now we have to look at our world from our world right here and the bigger picture. It's just it goes out. On in that aspect of where am I separate from my sovereignty? Where am I separate? What places are showing up in my world that are keeping me separate from where I need to go on my path of coming together with what is happening right now, of embodying the spirit and I'm just going to say spirit and that human part of us to work together as one unit instead of the separateness we have been taught or been
Yeah,
experiencing, which is all around the control that of everything in place in humanity. Oh, I can I share something?
and Cosmo agrees.
Are you agreeing? Okay, come here. So Cosmo would like me to share his story, what happened to him. I will tell the story, okay? Do you want to tell it yourself? So we had a little experience with Cosmo the other day, and he has not shut up since I started talking. He gets very vocal during the show because he knows what's going on. So he wants everybody to know his pain and suffering he went through. See, I had the experience, and this is like, so it was huge. I think I'm still in trauma around it. Um, but the other night he was sitting and came home, and all of a sudden, I'm just going to say short and simple. He started, basically went into a full seizure, full grand seizure, phone and the whole thing. And, um, so that was, I told your story and it was really scary. And I've never felt, and I think that triggered a lot of things within inside of me of this. Oh, now somebody else wants to chime in. I think that triggered a lot inside of me in that moment. I literally thought my dog was dying in front of my eyes, and you know how much I love my dogs. And I think that triggered a lot inside of me. A lot of inner child stuff as we're in this moon of everything, all that letting go of all that old stuff, and having that experience. So, but he's doing better. We did some blood work, so yeah, that's what happened with Cosmo. So we'll see
Yeah,
how it goes. But yeah, what an experience to have that. And it's kind of like what's going on in the world right now. That feeling that a lot of people are feeling exactly what I experienced, is that feeling of being completely helpless, of not knowing where to go, what to go. And I know it kind of took a turn left here, but that's kind of how it flows.
yeah. And so we're gonna turn right back because I want to go back to what you said. It was really important because you
Oh,
talked about the space of letting go of what's separate, and
yes.
and thinking of that space, and thinking of that space of being separate. There's gonna be more vision
Yeah.
coming. There's gonna be this. You know, I was right, you were wrong, and you can't. that's not true, or that's of that energy. But it's also to step in to say, if we just simply allow strip our own beliefs away, to strip away everything that we grew up with, what we were indoctrinated with, what we learned, we then can move in the energy of what is the truth, is it that really matters. And it's the unity of humanity that really matters, not the celebration of, the downfall of someone else, or, just because someone's not in alignment with you, you cheering that the worst for them. Instead, cheer the best for them. It's all
Exactly.
about moving back to the energy of unconditional love. And, how can you love how can you love your friend, your family, but not your enemy? Or how can you not
Exactly.
have love for your enemy? How can you not have love for those that are in this space? So it's just, really baffling, because it's just how we were taught. And so we have to undo all that teaching.
And yeah, and it's so fun. I was thinking about this week. That's kind of what it's all about. I always loved it. We used to talk about the chocolate chip cookie, and ow, ow. And the puffy's on the ground biting my toes right now. And so and that's what it is right now. It's like questioning everything. I always say untrick yourself from the fuckery. And it's at a new level right now. Everything's come. The animals are awful active tonight, aren't they? It's all good. They're just sending out love and vibes for everyone because they're going through all this together. They're transforming too. But as where I was with that, and talking about the belief systems that you're talking about, we really need to, and everybody, needs to take a step back and really decide and make that choice of what do you believe, and these beliefs that you have, like, where did I get that? Because everything you think, feel, like, I like this cup. Do I really like this cup? It's like questioning everything, because
Yeah.
everything is some kind of belief system. Everything,
Yeah.
everything
Exactly.
you think, everything you feel, every aspect of who you are is some kind of belief systems that you have been domesticated to believe. And now it's that unravelment of letting go, so we could come and open up to that divine feminine energy, which is uprising, as you said before, of, like, the instead of competing against people, it's time
Yeah.
for communion, of coming together. And that is that divine feminine compassion. And it's not male, female, it's an energy.
Yeah.
And that's when that's people get confused. It's just energy, and everybody has that energy. And how can we move into that energy to bring that in? And I want to take a hot shot.
Yeah.
I'm going to say hi. Yes, I remember you that day. It was at Avery. Yes, we met you. So thanks for joining the show. I really appreciate it. And it was such an honor to have that experience with you at the Magical Stones.
And I am being guided to share my little adventure that I have this week.
Go ahead.
I am. And I just find, because I really don't share much of personal stuff, but as you guys know, I've been doing a plant medicine day for, I think it's 7 months now.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, 7 months, I think. Yeah, I lost track of how many months, but so I also do microdoses of mushrooms. And as I listen to my body, as I listen to this ever fluid vessel, I was told, Hillis, you need to start taking more fulvic minerals, more of the really rich trace minerals. I'm like, okay,
What kind of minerals again? I'm sorry.
fulvic.
Fulvic. Okay.
Yeah. So like those really trace, really essence
Hmm.
natural minerals. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll do that. And so I've been taking them for about a week, and I did my microdose yesterday.
Oh, I know this story. I
It
remember you
was
talking about
not a microdose. And so, well, it was a microdose, but the minerals enhance the level of feeling, the intensity of the microdose. So it enhanced everything. And so just imagine a world where you are feeling everything intensely. You know, everything from your physical body from the inside. And you're just feeling, the movement of the body, the the nervous system, the signals, and everything. You're just more aware of what's happening on the inside. And then you begin to see what's happening outside of yourself and you become more aware of that. Can you imagine what that is like every single day? And mm, I said to myself, it's like, I would like to feel this almost every day. Just about every day, I would like to feel this level. So, can you imagine that, Rebecca, just feeling everything around you more, more than what you already do?
Yeah. Um, yeah, right now, yeah, that would be quite an experience to be completely open. I feel we're getting to that space. People are vibrating at different levels where we can stay in that energy. But it's very interesting to navigate with everything that's going on. But that, yeah, that would be quite, and then that what we strive to be, the
Yeah,
full embodiment of the energetic being we truly are.
yeah,
And feeling those, everything that courses through our body and all that energy that runs through us. And it's
yeah,
just, once you can tap into that, you can feel that. And it can be scary when you start to feel it. And start things start running, it can be overwhelming and very, so anybody who starts to, and I think now with the energies too, if your body's starting to feel a little crazy or anything like that, and you're doing work and you're clearing and cleansing, just remember we are upgrading now, everyone, at a whole nother level. The day everything's raising higher and higher and higher and higher. And as it does, more light rays are coming. This, the sun's going crazy. There's plasma stuff going on. There's energetic, everything's just at a whole different level. So exactly what you said, Hillis, when we can tap into that energy and and function, we have the capability to doing it. It's getting silence within yourself to allow that to open. But I
yeah,
know a lot of times when you get in that energy, it can be very overwhelming if you're not prepared for it.
yeah. And I think the past 9 years of doing plant medicine, and then the last 7 months of doing data and having my own personal mushroom ceremonies, working with the different levels and types of medicine and, the meditations and just really understanding the complexities of this human body on an energetic level.
Hmm.
We understand it to a degree in the organic sense, but then now, how do we begin to understand it in an energetic sense?
Exactly.
And I feel that that's what I'm going in that space is really understanding the soul connection and the energetic space in which everything resides in. And so it's just fascinating.
And that's a beautiful experience to be able to tap into that and open to those spaces. I was reading an article today. Where was I? I was reading an article. I was reading something one day that we use 1% of our eyesight or something. Like we only use 1% of it. And everything that's out there that we cannot see. 1%, people. 1%.
And speaking of eyesight, and so what fascinates me, so about the dogs, I have my dogs, babies, and so I know you probably noticed it too, is how much how many times a day their eyes just dilate to allow in, a certain amount of light or a certain amount of frequencies and rays. How
Hmm.
much they are so much more in tuned than we are. And can you just imagine having that much awareness and control over your body?
Yeah.
You know, and one of the things that I'm learning how to tap into is, full spectrum DNA energy. That's one of the things I want to tap into because everything that we need is there.
Exactly.
How to regrow our limbs, to regrowing our hair, to, having better eyesight. Because honestly, this body, when taken care of, can last 120 years, 200 if we want to.
Yeah.
It's because of the belief systems that that we talked about in the beginning of the show. It's about the
Yeah.
belief systems
Yeah.
that we've had that limit our abilities, and all it takes is the first one person to do it first. And there have been many stories of people living, to 120 and 200 years old.
There are people out there that do live to that old.
Yeah, and people are like, why would you want to live that old? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, the only people that would say, why would you want to live that long, is because people who possibly are afraid of their own mortality, you know, they're, disgruntled people, whatever reason that you have for not wanting to live that long to enjoy life, it's really, you know, when it all comes down to anything, it all just comes down to what you believe and how you limit yourself. And yes, we are all working to shift those.
Exactly.
So yeah,
And the capability to do that is becoming, if you can tap into the energy and work with that, and work with that space, connecting, your solar plex area to your heart, because it works together, your gut and your heart. I'm going to say something about hot shots. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
just,
No, I see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And being in that space. And it's funny, we're talking about healing right now, what just popped up on the screen, because that is what we're doing right now. I say it all the time. I love what Dolores Cannon said. We are all here to master how to manipulate energy. And that includes healing our own bodies, because we're made up of energy.
Yeah,
This is just the physical part of us that's manifested from that energetic form that we are, coming into matter.
yeah,
So we can manipulate that. It's just that we have cut ourselves down so much with disbelief of miracles, with disbelief of magic, with disbelief of everything's impossible, or possible, impossible, possible, possible.
yeah,
You know what I'm talking about.
yeah,
We've shut ourselves down, of listening to the domestication, to the control, um, and everything. The dogs are coming in and out. That we've kind of lost sight of the truth and the remembrance of what the magnificent beings we truly are, and the magic and the miracles that we can create inside of ourselves when we can get in the silence and be in that space.
yeah. Exactly. That's what it's supposed to be about,
Oh,
and
buddy.
that's what it is. I mean, that I know that's where I'm at. Really learning how to master my own energy,
Yeah,
and really understanding the movement, the fluidity of the energy, and not just the energy of self, but yeah, the physical representation of the energy in the nervous system, in the meridian system, and the circulatory system, and how all these various systems worked in unison. And,
yeah,
and this just goes back to the micro and the macro.
yeah,
If your
exactly,
body is in harmony, everything else is going to be in harmony. And it just speaks to
exactly.
humanity. Humanity is at this space. So your body,
I'll be right back.
yeah, so your body is a reflection the
Come on,
of
everybody. I
humanity.
don't
So
know.
it's in that
Come on.
space. So it's in that space and that
Come on.
time and
Come
that
here.
energy that we allow ourselves to move and to expand and to really begin to understand the harmonics, the resonance, the fields and frequencies that is emanating from our field, and how we expand that out to attract and connect to those who are like-minded, because that's how we grow as humanity.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah,
Um, can we rig up Hot Shots little thing?
yeah, let's do that.
Because I kind of want to address that, and I thank you for coming on and sharing your story. And I'll just tell this the short story. Susie and I, when we were in Avery, we met this beautiful gentleman that was, in a healing, And this is his story, what happened afterwards. And we did a healing right there at Avery for him and brought in some energy. And so this is what happened, I guess, after that experience. That he didn't make it home. He had a massive motorcycle accident, but it was a blessing in disguise, as when they looked for broken bones eternally and they found cancer meant to be. So, I am sending so much healing love to you right now as you move through this cancer and you move through this experience of what is going on. But, talking about, miracles show up in the most unusual spaces. And maybe that's why you're here this evening, listening. And I'm throwing this out, what we're talking about, that you have the power within inside yourself to reverse what's going on in your body. And you have that space to do. And I'm sending you so much love as you go through this experience. But thank you so much for coming on and sharing this story, and let us know what happened and what's going on. And got you in my heart, love. And yeah, you've got the power within you. Allow yourself to heal yourself, because you can do it. I know your special soul you were. I remember you.
Hmm.
Mwah. And yeah, Susie said, yeah, Susie has a blessing too. Do you mind reading that? Or I guess I can read it. I'm so used to you doing everything here. So Susie says, wow, hotshot, I agree. Blessing in disguise for sure. Hope you're well on the road of recovery. Sending you loads of healing thoughts and prayers with massive hugs. So I just needed to acknowledge that as well. So thank you, Susie, for that comment. And yeah, so this was a miracle you came on this evening to listen to the show for sure.
So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And
And
while we are in that, so bring a little levity into the space. So you have an announcement to make tonight, don't you?
what announcement? Oh, the puppies? Oh, so I know I'm here in the United States in Florida, but the where I got puppies, the same breed as mother and father's Cosmo. They have a few puppies. She has a few puppies left, so I told her that I would like these are the babies that are left. There's a couple males and a couple females. So from the litter, it's the same litter as Cosmo, and it's Southern. What is it? Southern Spirit Howland Husky. So send me an email if you're interested. I can get your contact information if you're out there looking to bring a beautiful baby into your world. So I just wanted to give a shout out to her. They're amazing animals. They're all magical. And yeah, so Susie, do you want me to bring one and fly it over to you? Um,
Yeah, you guys can have your own little Cosmo like.
I know we could start like a little pack of Cosmo, the Cosmic Insight pack, the Cosmic Insight pack. Would you like that, Cosmo?
So yeah,
Anyhow, so I wanted to send that out to I told her I help her out there. So
thank
I'm
you.
all about that. Got to share it. Got to help. I don't think I'm gonna do this anymore. This thing really drives me crazy.
No, I got you.
Yeah, I did it.
Uh,
I thought I'd do something special for Hillis tonight and put the backdrop on.
yeah. Um, and so before we get into the tune-up, you guys had homework last week.
Oh, that's right.
How many of you guys did your homework? Just
Homework.
say yes if you did, and if you didn't, it's okay. It wasn't meant for you. And I'll be honest, I honestly forgot what the homework assignment was. But I
That
know
was
there was homework.
that
I
was so
gave
creamy
homework,
last week.
right? I know. And
Megan, chime in and let us know what the homework. It was something in silencer. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
not
I
suffering in silence, but yeah, but Megan gave the homework too. So because last week we didn't do a tune up last week for the
No, we
first time.
didn't because we had silence. We'll do it tonight. And we got some Cosmo. Cosmo was sending it.
Deborah did homework. Yay, Rebecca. So
So,
I'm sorry.
Deborah, what was the
De-
homework? Oh, we're great on the show, Hillis. We forget our homework we give out.
I know we're so bad.
No,
Uh,
we're not. It's what it's supposed to be. So,
but
what
so
was the
Deborah, how
homework?
was
Let
the
us
homework? We
know
want to know. We want to know how the
how your
homework
homework
was
went.
for you. Huh? What?
What?
Huh? What?
I just was asking how our homework went.
I know. We gotta know. We gotta know. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just like in a whole other space tonight.
Well, there's a lot going on tonight. It is just like an energy overload. Like, yeah, I mean, think of everything that's going on. Everything that's going on. It's a very powerful, potent day. What?
You know when you said think of everything that's going on,
Uh huh.
I literally thought in that
Oh,
second everything that was going on.
interesting. So,
Everything, yeah.
huh,
No,
finish.
well, you first.
I was getting excited, so just finish. I was
Oh,
going to tell you a
well,
story.
no. So I thought about everything that's happening in the world, happening in my body, happening, with this or that. It's like I literally thought about everything. It's
How
interesting.
cool is that?
Yeah. Like,
So I had an interesting experience this morning,
yes.
and I just thought about when you said everything. So I was the puppy, she gets up really early now, so I play with her and whatever. And so I laid on the sofa with her because she was just running around, and I fell back asleep. And my phone was next to me, and I'm like, all of a sudden, it turns on a TikTok, and it starts doing this freaking meditation. I'd been sitting here for like probably an hour, just like because I feel it, and all of a sudden it was a light, like moving through your chakras light thing with this whole thing and making a ball of energy, and I was like, I thought that was very interesting. So I guess I listened to it because I guess I'm supposed to hear this morning. So I lined my chakras and got myself really grounded. So maybe that's what I need to share with you guys, that you really need to get yourself grounded right now where everything's going on. So, but I thought that was interesting because it wasn't on and on. It just popped up and this whole meditation just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I need to ground myself after the past couple of days.
Yeah, everybody does right now. Stuff in the grass or just feel your roots going down. Maybe we'll do a little bit of the night before we leave because it's so important right now to keep yourself connected. A lot of people are floating off. There's so many people out there that are, I'm going to just call them zombies because that's what I call them, that are just not really here right now. Everybody's kind of can't deal with what's going on, you know that they're just escaping their bodies and just living, not really quite here right now. So there's a lot of that going on right now. And so yeah,
Okay, bye.
what?
I was gonna leave my body.
Oh, you're saying bye? I thought you were leaving me. I was like, where are you going?
I'm leaving my body.
You're leaving your body. Hillis is very good at that.
Oh
Come
yeah.
back. Come back.
I've gotten really good at leaving my
I'm a
body.
guy. I'll pull you back in.
Yeah, especially since you're painting, I've gotten really good at it.
Oh, yeah. How's that painting going?
I just know not to stare at it for too long when I'm on a journey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I need to
So,
start painting those on. So anybody out there like a painting done, just contact me. Oh, wait a minute. One more message and then we'll do our tune up. It's on the bottom. It just popped up. Oh, awakening. I felt so much greater after all the great loss. Massively grateful for everything, especially our meeting. No feeling of lack, just blessed. And thank you, Susie and Rebecca. Well, thank you for opening to receive what was given and open your heart to start to heal.
yes, I love that.
Beautiful, and thank you for the share. It's gonna assist so many out there. Okay, are you tuning it up?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just like,
We can all start. Everybody can start buzzing. Let's do that.
that's how I'm feeling. It's like,
Well, it's like a V. So why I'm going to do sound, but while I'm doing sound, I want everybody just to be their own inner V right now and just kind of hum on it and just feel the vibration of you. So as I'm doing sound, just kind of keep on going in and out with breath and just hum. Are you falling asleep on me?
I'm
Are you
listening.
releasing? What are you letting
No,
go
no.
of?
Honestly, sometimes when I yawn, it's like a shift of energy when I
I
do
know, I
that.
was just being a smart ass.
I know.
So anyhow, I'm getting that everybody, as we're doing this, just allow yourself to go into yourself and hum to be your own inner vibration. Allow that vibration to open as I do my sound. I'm gonna do it the best I can tonight. I do have to say my face has been really with this energy. It's been really back to being really heavy. So it's been interesting last couple of days with that. So, and then Hillis, if you want to tune in or whatever you want to do, you just go for it. Ready? Ready,
Ready.
Kenny? Mm. Okay. Just take a deep breath in and allow yourself to relax into your body in this moment or connect. And right now, as you take another deep breath in, just allow everything to relax, allow your body, and just imagine yourself connecting yourself to Mother Earth, going down, down, down. And just allow yourself to connect, to be here in a safe space while we do this evening, allowing the energies to move, to release, let go as you move into the greatness of you, as you move into the rebirth of you, as you move into the part of you that has been in resistance to the change that is happening within yourself and within humanity. As this energy raises, you need to be aware of what's going on inside of your heart to allow that to open to receive at a whole nother level. And in that receiving of what is coming in, it will expand who you are. So once again, just take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow the energy to just settle in that heart space. Just settle in that heart space. And if you feel like it, as I'm doing this sound, just allow yourself to hum the vibration inside of you. Okay? And here we go.
Oh.
Oh. Now everybody too, I'm getting right now, and this is something just kind of take right now wherever your space you're in, because energetically we're all connected. We really need to start disconnecting when we interact, to make sure we're not carrying other people's energy. So everybody now just kind of imagine yourself just cutting any connections, any cords, and releasing, letting go in this moment, and feel yourself grounding down to the earth. And just do this. That's what they're telling me right now. It's very, very, very important to disconnect, every time you have a conversation, to disconnect anytime you have interaction, whether it be internet, phone, every time you use. It's very important right now to keep ourselves in our oneness of who we are so we can discern who we are as individuals to assist the collective.
Oh,
That's all about that.
that's all about that.
That's all about that. Anything else?
No.
I think we're good.
And until next time, everyone, keep exploring.
And remember, don't limit yourself. Create yourself. Be the change in you, and create create the miracle you are. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this evening, and our little wave that we ride every show. So you never know what you're gonna get, right, Hillis? We're like a box full of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, am I gonna get in trouble for saying that, for quoting something on YouTube? Are they gonna
No.
Okay, just making sure.
No.
You never know nowadays.
Right.
Okay, guys, love you all. Thank you so much for everything. Happy healing, happy growing, happy expanding, happy being. Mwah.